The spiders escaped, but I injured it, so it's probably going to die alone.
We're alive when you said that.
I'm scared because it ran away, could crawl on my feet at any moment.
Maybe it likes you.
It was on my keyboard.
Hey, straight order.
What's up?
I don't think you got the last episode up on YouTube.
It should be up there, unless it got struck down.
Do you get monetized for playing Pokemon Sun?
It only goes up to the one with Gigabyte on YouTube.
Boys, looks like you finally got monetized. Demonetized. I'm gonna clean my tablet in the meantime, I guess.
And we are live once again. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you are in the United States. Everywhere else, you sort of had your little bit of a ripple in your schedule because all of us Americans were out having virtual turkey dinner. So we are once again joined by our regular cast, and today we have a very special location that we are going to be going to, and I'll let the players explain that when they take that away.
I don't know where we're going.
My name is Scott. I did CouchCon. Ever wonder why there's no turkey Pokemons? We ate them all. That's my TED Talk. Goodbye.
Seems legit. That's it. Almost done with this. Little post.
I think it's all because we've never been to the U.S.
Seems legit.
Has there been a U.S. region? I mean, there's been a Hawaii region.
Yeah, Unova.
Unova is
Unova.
Unova is supposed to be New York.
It's supposed to be Manhattan.
Oh, that was the one I didn't play, I think. Is that X and Y?
Alright.
Unova is like Gen 4.
Gen 5.
Oh
Gen
yeah,
5.
5. My bad. Got number wrong.
Scott. Not Scott. Straight.
Yes.
Check players only.
Okay.
That look good?
Yes.
Alright. You're still gonna take care of posting in the Star Wars and Fox Glove. I don't have permission.
Okay, I don't think I have permission for that either.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, wait, let me just copy paste this real quick.
Do you not have the streamer role?
Oh, I've got the streamer role in Star Wars. I don't think I have the streamer role for Foxglove. I think that is Scott's domain.
That would do it.
My domain? Have you read the rules?
It's pretty easy to get. Think about it. Just go ahead.
Let's see. Stream Studio. Okay.
Yeah, pop this up. There you go. There you go.
I did the thing where I went to click on a chat to mark it as on a freaking call.
Sorry. Been there too many times.
So I'm going to be dying on the side, so if I space out, just poke me. I'll probably react.
All right.
Maybe.
All right, so today the players, since no one really wants to chime in about it, are going to be going to the Casia City ruins. Because now
Old
that
place, but good.
now that Ritzville has more or less been cleared out of the new masters, it's not so much of a challenge to get out there now because no one has to be dodging patrols.
Truth be, I don't know much about the place, but hey, sounds like we can probably learn something new there.
It was pretty busy before the disaster.
Really? What was it so busy of? What other events?
Well,
Other rescuers?
Well, was kind of a central hub. I'm pretty sure that's actually where the central mail station was for Casia.
Oh. Huh.
Considering it's where Eternatus attacked, or where he emerged from, rather, I would assume it's somewhat important.
Fair enough. Alright then. Well, I guess I'll be learning a few things then, since when we get there.
All right. Apollo turns around and looks at everyone. If you guys are certain you want to do this, I'm not going to stop you from doing it. I'll keep track of any other requests that come through for you guys, and make sure those are ready for you guys when you get back.
I'm sure we can handle whatever's there.
Word said immediately before disaster.
Let's try not to jinx it. Though I have no idea what we're getting into, so...
Is it normal that I cannot see the map?
You are going... it took a minute for me too. We're towards the upper left.
No, as in, like, I literally can't see the map. Not even the darkness. There's
Oh, wow.
nothing. I'll
Do you see the
reload.
ping?
I didn't even see the ping. I'll reload.
Yeah, might need a refresh.
Ah, I see myself now.
There we are.
You're beautiful.
Good morning, America.
Sounds about right.
So you guys don't need to assess any recovery because you guys are already at full health.
Yes.
It's wonderful to be at full health.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So what should we be expecting when we head out there?
As far as what to expect, not a lot of civilization, but maybe one or two scavengers, and I don't know what else. I could be wrong, because I have not been out there since, well, everything went belly up out there.
Huh.
Well then. Sounds like this will be a fun little exercise.
An expedition, if you will.
But, let me check something.
It's time again.
Any idea what the kind of Pokemon are out there? I'd imagine I hate to be the morbid one, but I'd imagine a lot of ghost types.
I think even they got chased out.
Really?
Well, Eternatus
Chased
does
out
not
by
like
what?
leaving survivors. At least that's what I saw.
Oh.
Sheesh.
So you don't think we'll be encountering anyone there?
I
That's my
wouldn't
guess.
go that far. Save for the looters and stuff, I don't think we're going to be seeing any friendly faces, at least.
I doubt even those people will show their face around there. There's just something about that place which, if you go there, you'll see it. It's kind of haunting.
Huh.
Hmm.
Alright then. Well,
Stay safe out there, everyone.
We'll try.
Hmm.
Reuven, out of character, what was the education roll for?
I realized I probably should have did that earlier, but trying to remember things if he knew about Casia Town or any of the proper details that happened over there. But more so my own out of character knowledge versus if the character knows it.
All right.
And the answer is yes, so we're good. Alright, well, Don't sound like the present.
All right, go ahead and get yourselves prepared.
Wait, Ruben.
Huh?
It's time for the thing, remember?
You sure you want to? I mean,
Before we head out, that way we arrive and nothing bad happens.
I mean, yeah, but and that got really upset last time.
He won't know. Come on. Well, be careful. Let's find like a place where I won't like smash into a wall or something.
Okay. Let me think.
Definitely not in front of his like hospital, of course.
All
Definitely.
right,
not.
Scott, a little aside to you. Those notes that
Yeah.
I mentioned to you, they should be
Yeah.
in your journal now.
Okay.
Just
My
look for
journal.
her.
Journer. Kind of
Donovan,
read
are
them
you
out
gonna be going
loud.
out to join anyone?
Time to read them out loud. Credit card from Strator and 3 wacky numbers on the back. Thank you. I needed these.
Okay. So,
Shouldn't the bank have upgraded?
No, you guys have not completed a mission yet. Otherwise, yes.
Remember? We were clones, remember? That was an exciting day.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
wait, I had it bookmarked. I had it bookmarked.
Is this thing you sent me on DMs also on the thing?
Huh?
Strator, is this thing you sent me also on the thing?
Um,
In Roll20?
yes, it's on Roll20 under
Okay, I don't have to open this message.
Yeah, correct.
.txt then. Okay, good.
It's
Thank
probably
you.
like very janky because it's in a plain text file.
Yeah, less words the better. Less windows the better. My brain doesn't work today.
You're tired. I understand.
The wrinkles are slowly but surely smoothening.
No, the wrinkles are like I'd say like the brain is flattening, honestly. Like there's nothing left. There's no consistency, nothing. Can only think straightforward 2D. Goodbye. That's how I feel.
No, let me just do this really quickly, just to see before we actually do it. I'm trying to get an idea as to what should happen. That way. But the rest, everybody else can continue. I'm just planning over here.
All right. Emmy spots Artemis coming into the tavern area. Hi there, Artemis. How are you doing?
Could be better. But I can't complain much. Without dangerous missions, we haven't gotten roughed up as much. But that may
means
change.
getting better.
I suppose. That we just got lucky. Knowing us, it'll change soon.
You already did take down one of the members of the new masters that's at the high table. That's got to count for something.
I'm well aware.
So, what brings you my way?
More just poking around and checking to see if there's anything we need to do before heading out.
Well, I noticed there is the Kecleon shop, and they're finally open for business. I'll say this: their inventory is very limited and kind of unreliable, but they've got better prices than anyone. I don't know how it is they get their items around, but they're much cheaper than everywhere else. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 for Artemis.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're definitely not working with the new masters. That much I'm pretty certain of.
Yeah. They're one of the few things that really did manage to survive the new masters despite everything they've been trying to do.
you mentioning something about trying to get new stock and helping us remove?
Yes, there's actually an expansion that I wanted to do out here in that grass area that you see over to what would be your right, but my left. I wanted to see if I might be able to just show people a few tricks for the right price, but I need a bit of startup money to get that particular extension to the tavern.
Well, if it'll help us expand our roster and help us get hit less. I'll see what I can do. I'll talk with the rest of the team and see what they think of it.
Thank you so much. There's a lot of ways the town can expand, and we'd appreciate any help that you can give us.
I'm ready. Hey, Scott.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm ready.
Okay. Sapphire will just grab the tail slowly but surely, like trying to defuse an atom bomb with her bare hands. Makes sense to me.
Seems legit.
Grab.
Nothing happens for a moment,
I think
But
the
just-
tails are broken.
but just off the side of the house, it's
I got a
slow.
dual wield.
Hold on.
Dual wield.
It's like just from off the side of the house. It's slowly but surely, but quite massive. A large mound of snow just slides off the roof and lands right on Sapphire.
Plop.
But does it make a snowman?
Snow
Snow.
boy.
Ah.
You
What
know
was
what?
that?
Yes.
What was that? Was that an accident or that was you? Looks at Ruben suspiciously.
Looks to the sky like Sapphire. It's like 65 degrees out here. We're fine. That what could not have been natural.
Who knows? I didn't know what temperature it was. Sorry.
I just drew the number up there. I imagine it's rather temperate right now.
There's a thunderstorm outside right now. Says straight to. Oh no.
Nah.
Well, if that snow came from you, then that's great. We didn't explode or get pushed back or go insane. I think you're getting
Nope.
the hang of this.
But I am starting to understand. I can probably actually. You want to try again? I think I can do
Yes.
something now.
Always game for another one. Give it here.
Okay. This time I can actually do this. Which is
Fuck you, sir.
nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Did you break your tails this time for real?
No, like
I mean, you're weak to ice type, so it
I
makes
feel
sense.
it. I feel it, but I stopped it.
Oh. You stopped whatever was coming?
Yes.
What was coming? I could have been rich.
I don't know.
I could have evolved right then.
I'm gonna go tell the others. This is good. This is very good.
But if you stop, how are we gonna I guess so. All right.
We should probably stick with one at a time still, but okay. We're getting better at this. Good. Okay.
All right, so who wants to go next? Donovan or Kua?
I'd be up.
Also, Artemis, I didn't realize you were still going. I apologize.
Are you able to turn your microphone up a little more?
Mine?
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah, it's back to maxed out.
Okay. I suppose we're probably just better off leaving it there.
Yep.
Kua, you are up. Unless Artemis wants anything done with Emmy.
I mean, I can probably just pay for the upgrade solo, but I can just hash it out with the rest of the team. We can figure it out later.
Okay. So,
You're up now.
all right. So, Kua's up here, and he's looking at the different items on the shelves.
So, anything you see interest you here?
I was more looking to see if you'd gotten the explosives.
Well, much as I am looking to try and get that into my inventory, I unfortunately don't have the space to set them, and storing explosives requires a specialized containment area, which I unfortunately don't have the money for right now.
Ah, that's fair.
I'd do it otherwise.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. I'll have to come back later. These all look useful, but just not in the situation we're going to be in today.
Yeah, it also might be good, though I will say it might be good to start purchasing some of the stuff now, because it'll definitely come in handy if you guys are ever away from here for more than a few days.
That's true. Look at your sleeping bags. Why would one get a double over a single?
Well, it really depends on how close they are to each other. On the one hand, it means that whoever is, whatever two Pokemon are sleeping in that sleeping bag, they have to pay a little less to stay warm at night, but they're in full contact with each other. Alternatively, you can just grab the single sleeping bag and deal with it that way. I will say, though, that if something were to happen, say you ended up getting frozen somewhere really cold, having that double sleeping bag really helps, because not only do you have someplace warm and hopefully dry to sleep at night, but you also have the warmth of whoever is with you to help keep you warm at night and hopefully get you out of that hypothermic state and get you out of a real spot of trouble at night.
That does sound useful, but could I just get a single sleeping bag for now? I think that looks like one of the most general things I could
All right.
have for my storage.
A single sleeping bag for you, that comes out to 1,000 Poké.
And he's gonna hand over the money.
All right. Add one sleeping bag to your inventory. I will say, though, since you are still in town, you can actually leave that in your room.
That was
Guys,
my
you're-
plan.
Yep. I'm saying that out of character.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hey, Ruben. Hey, Sapphire.
Hey,
I'm
Kua.
gonna get some coffee
Hello.
before the mission.
Ooh, I want to try.
You go ahead. I'm good.
So before
Oh,
we
we need to
roll
try
out
the
the
tails again.
Not
coffee
right
slammed
now.
Mako, do you want to try and do anything?
Nope, I have everything in hand.
Okay. In that case, let me.
Let's see. Let me check my items, actually.
Good job detected. Yes.
Let me see if I can get the music for this particular moment ready. I think you'll all appreciate this.
Okay.
So Satora just approaching Gudra, but imagine just like that.
Zoomies.
Oh,
Alright.
hi there, Sapphire, Claire would say.
Hi, Claire.
How are you?
I'm okay. Ooh, it's Melody too. Hi, Melody.
Hey there, Sapphire. How are you doing?
I'm great. Now that, well, I mean, now that I found Claire to say hi to at least.
That's nice that you've made a friend in her. So what are you up to today?
We got general mission stuff to do. Just smiles. They know they're going to be in a very bad position, but they don't want to tell them.
Well, make sure to have fun out there.
Yeah, we'll try.
So, have you tried that coffee shop that's just opened up?
I was just gonna try that.
Well, it's definitely worth it. If
How
you have
much
time.
poke it is? Is it too expensive?
No, it's only 100 poke a cup. Definitely worth it if you're about to go out on the road.
100 poke? See, but it's expensive for this thing so-called coffee that they're selling.
Oh, it's definitely worth it. Trust me.
If you say so. Alright, I'm gonna get some.
All right.
Bye.
Have fun out there. Meanwhile, Salandit is inside the coffee shop, running around getting various cots of coffee brewing.
I'm assuming that was intentional.
What?
Cots of coffee.
Cots of coffee.
Oh, God damn it.
Coffee pot's ready.
Coffee
Alright.
cots.
Coffee cuts.
There you go, people. A new meme for the group.
Puffin cuts.
Coffee sounds really good right now. Darn it.
Yeah, stay honestly, not gonna lie, I'm like dying inside.
All right, so Salandit is working around the inside of the shop, and suddenly this music starts playing in the backgrounds of everyone who's watching.
Please be the music. Ah, yes. Is there a sound coming from inside the coffee shop, you think? Sounds weird.
They play music to get a good atmosphere going.
It's very zany, I gotta say.
Did
Where's
someone
the
say
coffee man?
Do you guys want coffee? I'm selling coffee.
Why you're not in the shop?
Because I heard you guys talking about coffee, and I wanted to direct you over this way so I could sell you coffee.
Good job?
Come on over. I'll sell you some coffee. Salanda just zips right over and hops over the counter back into the shop.
Sapphire's looking around for this landed. Where are you?
I'm over here. Let me see if I can add a character.
We can't see inside the shop, yeah.
Oh. Oh, was I at the wrong shop?
I mean, to be fair, we couldn't see it.
No, it was secretly another Staryu Bucks, but that one was closed. This one's open.
This is supposed to be Ichi's place.
He actually runs both of them at the same time.
So, you guys
At
want
the
some
same
coffee, right?
Did you seriously?
Yes,
hang
I
up a-
do.
Hold
All
on.
right. That'll be 100 poke per cup.
Wait a second. Did you hang a signed Staryu Bucks in front of Ichi's place? I didn't even notice.
Ah, no. I know I do drop by that place sometime. I remember him. He's a friend of mine.
This is way too confusing even for me.
Well, I'll take your money now, and I'll give you that coffee right now.
Give me your money.
Right? I'll get a coffee. Give
Alright.
me just pay 100
Binge.
here. Hold on,
It's
I have the
been
money
too long.
right. I have the money right here. Wait. That's a. Why do I have coffee beans in my hand?
No, it's just one of my
Are
little
these
tricks
yours?
here. Here, have some coffee. I'll take your 100 right now. And
Okay.
dishes out coffee to both Sapphire and Kua. So Sapphire and Kua, go ahead and roll a. Actually, you guys can go ahead and keep this, but go ahead and roll a 1d8 for me, please.
4.
All right.
Alright, paying 100 poke.
All right. Slanted slides the coffee right across the counter to them, and that's 2 satisfied customers, hopefully. What about you, mister? Say, I think I know you from somewhere. It's been a long time since I've seen your face. Yeah, well, whatever. Welcome to Star U Bucks. Would you like some coffee?
Hold on. Back up. What? How do you know? This is only the second time I've talked to you. How do you know me?
Yeah, I don't know. You just seem familiar. Do you want some coffee too?
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll be fine this time
Okie
around.
dokie, artichoke. Solana just leaps right back into the shop. I'll be here all day.
Thank you. It's really
Thank
good,
you.
actually. A bit bitter, but I guess this is what coffee tastes like.
Well, make sure to have fun on your rescue mission today.
Trust me, you'll appreciate it when the energy hits you.
Claire, I got one of those weird coffees from the weirdest that landed over there. He, like, put beans in my hand somehow.
Well, he does that kind of stuff from time to time. Consider getting a
From
coffee
time
grinder
to time.
myself whenever he does it to me, but I want to save up for a few other things.
What is he, Palkia? Well, I got this coffee for you.
Oh, for
I mean,
me?
for us. Well, it's for us, right? I want to share it with you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Claire reaches down and gives Sapphire a pat on the head for taking the coffee in her hands, giving a small sip, smiling and nodding before handing the cup back to him. Back to Sapphire.
Oh, sorry, Melody. I didn't know if you wanted coffee too.
Oh, that's okay. I don't drink coffee.
Ah, I see. They'll just be like sharing coffee in the meantime, like sitting near the lake thing, I guess. Seems about the most reasonable thing to do now.
Yeah. So, that's what Melody, Claire, and Sapphire will be doing. Does anyone else have anything else that they want to be doing?
Guess Ku's gonna check out what's going on with Ichi and Cody.
Mm-hmm. Cody and Ichi are just talking amongst themselves about what's going on with their day. Before Cody
Alright.
looks over to see Kua hopped up on the table. Oh, hi there. Getting ready to head out again?
Yeah, we're heading up to the old ruins of Casia.
Ichi looks over. That's not a good place to go. He would say.
Is there any advice you can give?
I just wouldn't go there, Ichi said. It's bad luck. Come on, Cody. Come on, Ichi, Cody would say, giving him a nudge. There's no such
Well,
thing
it's a
as
bit-
luck. It's all about what you can do in the moment, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Old habits die hard.
It's a bit hard for me to. It's a bit hard to talk the group out of it now.
Well, if you're going that way, be ready for anything, but expect nothing.
Well, the warnings are to be heeded. Nothing might be better than something. Kua shrugs.
All right. Well, have fun today. And
Don't try.
try not to get yourself
Thank you.
cursed. I heard all about what happened with that Ninetales over there and the Weasel guy.
I don't think I'll be grabbing Ruben's tails any soon.
Now, That's just asking for trouble. There are certain superstitions out there, and that one's got a little more teeth to it than the others.
Well,
I've been getting better about it, thank you very much.
You two are still doing that?
yep. I overheard them as I was leaving the house today.
I've gotten better about it. And I've recently come across a development. So I'm feeling a bit happy about that, thank you very much.
A development?
It's less wild. I found a way to stop the curse from happening before it starts.
Well, that's good to hear.
Dumb luck is what it is. Emphasis on dumb.
Well, I just hope this place is as unpopulated as people make it out to be. Won't have to worry about traps in the area.
Agreed. Although yes, I do plan to keep going, only this time not with Sapphire, but with less fortunate individuals that we come across in the field. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, so I think that just about finishes up everything that we would be.
I need to
Words.
head back to group.
Yes.
Well, bye, Clara. I must go to the mission now.
Majority
Gives
of the
Clara a
curses
hug.
Majority of the curses have been harmless so far.
I want to hug
Here's hoping
Melody
if I
too.
use it against an enemy, it's not so harmless.
Am I allowed to hug Melody too?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Give me 1
Amazing.
second.
Aw.
Wait, hold on. Can I just go back real quick? Because I'm looking at this list of items and one of them's confused me.
Which one?
Simply put, what's the first aid manual for?
The first aid manual is used in conjunction with potions and bandages when you are not in a setting where you have to have initiative rolled and you actually have time to kill and you're not going to be distracted. It helps boost healing properties when you are injured.
I see.
You can read more about it on the PCU sheet.
I'm guessing the same thing for the cooking set?
Correct.
Okay. And just a question for Eden being, do you have anything that can perhaps help me learn how to swim?
Well, let's see. There is something I could get. Unfortunately, I don't really have the space to hold that kind of inventory. There could be... I do know how to get a hold of flippers that are actually suited for quadrupeds like you. So I sort of explained this to Eaton, but I need a little more storage space that can actually hold that kind of stuff. But otherwise, I would absolutely have that stuff in stock for you.
Explain to the Kua, but got it. Thank you. Alright, that's all I needed to figure out.
All right. So, looks like Artemis had something he wanted to go over with the team before everyone headed out.
Sure.
May not be a bad idea to decide an upgrade, or decide to invest and see if we can't help somebody upgrade before we head out.
What do you suggest, Red?
Hey, Emmy, do you have any new TMs?
Now, nothing beyond what you see right here, though I probably could make a few expansions to my inventory once I get that gym ready.
Gotcha. You get that DLC ready.
Wait.
Downloadable combat.
Not quite.
I'm sorry, that just killed my entire train of thought.
Disc laser combat? Hmm.
Should we discuss it here or step elsewhere while we figure this out?
Well, depends. Where do we want to invest first?
I don't know. I was thinking we might want to let the money in the account accumulate a bit before.
It's still important to at least discuss this and make sure we have an idea of what we want to do.
But I think one of the first ones I'd like to invest in would be Emmys. When it comes down to it, moves are one of the things we do most often out in the field.
Yeah, and granting getting a bit stronger every time we come back would be pretty good. That, or we help out Sunny expand her farm a bit. Then there's also helping out Anak since we get hurt a lot. But I think helping out Amy would be a good idea for the start. We can get to the others later.
That's who I was leaning towards at the moment. Yeah.
So I'm in agreement with helping out, make the tavern a bit bigger. What about the rest of you? Well, what about yes? What about the rest of you? Sorry.
Tavern could be bigger, I think. That's not a good idea. That's not a bad idea. Besides, more people could have fun here too.
Yeah, well, it's majority.
All right then. I'll see about getting this area upgraded. Do you guys want me to just have a chat with Summer and Wally over there at the bank and take the funds out that way?
How much is it going to cost?
9K total.
How much is in the bank?
One second,
check
checking
and
out
make
a
sure.
character.
About 20.
me just-
29K. Like, you guys are going to be fine.
Yeah, trying to make sure we can still,
You guys will still be within a
20.
good spitting distance of the next interest rate increase.
Good. In that case,
Sure.
yes. Take it out the bank.
Okie doke
Oh,
then.
I'll go ahead and put 3,000 towards it.
Oh,
It was my idea anyway.
fair
I
enough
was,
then.
I was the one who brought it up, rather.
I can put 1,000 right now. Sapphire offers the 1,000 from her pockets.
All right,
Then
folks.
I guess. Okay.
I'm now just imagining the Timber just passing around the fucking collection hat.
Don't worry, he's gonna build himself a church. The Church of Construction.
Not a collection hat. His log thing has a little spoon dip carved into it for money.
All right, folks.
It's a secret piggy bank.
I'll be working with Emmy to make sure this whole place gets nice and prettied up when you guys wake up tomorrow. So have some fun. Have fun while you're out there on the field today. Linda says.
Ah, fun. Hey, Groovin, let me grab your tears for good luck.
No.
All right.
We did this once today. No more. We don't look. I don't want
All I
to
got was a
upset.
bunch of snow in my head.
I think that's the best case scenario this time around.
Fine, but we do it on the way back.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I already know the fact that I'm giving him headaches doing this, so let's not yet.
Not yet. We'll do it on the way back. That's what I said.
I'm red on this one. Didn't you say something about knack as I was passing by out of the house?
Plan is basically to do it more towards enemies rather than allies, at least until I get better control over it. But at the very least, I do have more control over it now.
Yeah, I'm helping.
They are.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move us on. First, I'm going to kill the music.
Oh no!
Well,
Music is
music's dead.
Yep.
Wait, where the fuck?
Bottom left.
Bottom left?
Bottom left.
There we are. So, we're on the way to Casia, or this is Casia?
This is
That's
Casia,
not a
or
character.
what is left of it. So, around you guys right now, you're seeing the remains of houses that look like something very powerful just ripped straight through a bunch of them, and it's left houses in piles all around the area, as well as just waves of just glass that crunch underneath your feet when you walk on it.
Buildings aren't supposed to contort like that. What the hell?
Well, Eternatus did sweep through here.
I mean, yeah, but... Sheesh. Okay, let's just... I know that Apollo said that there's a good chance that nothing's out here, but... Tread lightly.
Out of character, are we in initiative?
You are not going to need to roll initiative at any point in this mission.
Oh boy.
So, you've now arrived in a yard that is closed off on every side. However, there are 4 statues that look like they are supposed to be aligned a certain way, but they're out of alignment.
I'm gonna just let the dark types go first. I don't trust this place.
One Lord. I want to roll occult education. Sapphire senses mystery. It's Sapphire Lakey. I don't know if I should roll occult or not. Just let me know if it's adequate or not.
I will. Alternatively, any sort of investigation or awareness check might reveal something about the area.
Perception. Understood. Let's see here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can I give
Perception.
go for perception?
Perception.
Not well.
Just.
And Kira was happy that he got a 10, and then turns out that's the worst roll of the group.
I mean, Kua got a worse 10.
This is odd.
So.
Yeah.
I don't think this belongs here.
Kind of like they're supposed to be in a square.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it belongs here. See, normally when people build statues, they align them and, you know, they like being symmetrical. They don't do weird stuff like this. I think that statue's out of place. We should push it. Hey, Donovan, you are like the big, muscly guy. Push that statue.
You want
Make
to
sure you
push
say
it.
please, Sapphire.
Oh, please, unless you're a weakling.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can push it now.
Okay, statue gets moved, though it doesn't appear that anything has happened.
Move it towards us. Like, over here, like, doing, like plane signals. There,
As the
perfect.
statue clicks into place, the gate over here opens to the way forward.
Aha, see? It
So
just made
what was
logical
that
sense.
perception check for?
Luck.
That perception check that you rolled was to inspect the statue and see what can be learned about it, if it possibly would give any clue about how to go forward from here.
Oh, well.
We were looking for the skid marks to figure out where the hell it's supposed to go.
So, there appears to be nothing in this yard except for the remains of an old pole, of an old utility pole, but it's completely overgrown with vines, and the vines appear to be running along a cable that is going off this way toward an entire wall of vines. They're pretty dry right now.
I can burn it.
Who's
This
gonna
one.
try to fly up to where the wire is up there?
Well,
The, would that require a roll?
Give me an athletics check with dice challenge of 5.
this whole place is dead.
Yep.
All right. You see that there is a way to fly over it, but however, that would involve Kua leaving behind the rest of the party.
Oh.
Would there be a way so for him to sort of peek over without actually going over the other side?
It is possible. However, actually, you can go ahead and do that if you want. However, the way past this wall is the way forward.
Okay,
But it's
so...
not gonna like show some mechanic on the other side, right?
No. It's just a wall of vines that is blocking the way. And they're all dry. So, if you're going to try that, go ahead and move over here, and I'll move you the rest of the way past.
Kua will turn to this and he's just gonna get a peek over the edge here.
And while he's doing that, should I set the leaves on fire?
I don't think so. At least it doesn't seem necessary right now.
Something making you uneasy, Red?
Just this entire place, it just seems... Just the level of destruction here is just... Like, I've seen what the new Masters can do, but this is on a completely different level.
They wanted to send a message with this place.
Fortunately, there isn't a gate opening mechanism on the other side. Is there anything behind the vines?
No. And it's basically like vines having grown all on top of each other. Like, the ones down lower have died off, but they're all really dry.
It seems like someone has to be left behind here.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. I've been to like puzzle places like these before. And usually they want to hide some important stuff past everything. I mean, the more people you leave behind, the easier it can get picked off. That's how Shady Groups works, at least. But it doesn't seem that there's any life here. The plants are pretty much dead, so we're pretty much alone.
So
Would
burning or cutting our way through would be our only way.
Oh! Neon Dragon did awesome fan art. You gotta see it, Sertora, right now.
Hang on a second. Let me
My coffee still ended.
switch.
Oh my goodness,
My
that's so
dear,
good.
my precious little son. He's evolved so much.
Oh, wow.
Precious little son.
Actually-
Sertora, do you want the original avatar for Coffee Still Landed? I still have
Sure,
it.
just drop it to me in DMs.
I don't even know where this is.
It's in...
Oh, that is good. That is
Exactly.
really
Yeah.
good.
Awesome.
Neon
My
Dragon, that
beautiful
is amazing.
My beautiful son.
gonna drop it in players.
Yeah,
Alright.
drop
That
it
is
in
really good
the
art.
Discord or
Hey,
players only.
beautiful son.
Oh, good.
Fun fact: the Selena is based on my old campaign that I ran. Yeah, there he is.
I still love how the pattern on Salandit
Here's
just
the-
one of those fucking sticky slappy arms.
Here's the sun.
Hmm.
You know it's him. Straight there.
Yeah.
Gonna donate creations, but let's see.
All right, I'll
I'm
make sure to
gonna-
get that switched out at some point. So Scott, does that answer your question?
A moment. I need to add to your question with another question. Sorry.
That's a good question, Michael Ray.
And yes, Ruben, this pole and the vines on it are flammable. So since you do have the ability to fire starter, you can set fire to it if you want.
I mean, I asked. I was told
Okay,
not
yeah.
to yet. so I'm
Yes,
just
you can
like,
do that.
Okay, I'll wait.
So
No, not. I wasn't asking you. I was asking the party. Like, should I? They said hold off. I'm like, okay, I'll wait.
all right.
But
I think I'm delaying everything. Sorry.
I mean,
It can just be a yes or no
That-
answer for that like whole paragraph straight to.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be like what would they yes or no know about, like maybe they'll start like asking questions maybe,
let's see.
Let's see.
I'll at least get it ready to
or
go.
will they leave it be for now?
Hang on a second. Let me finish reading your thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to Twitter. Hey, Neon Neo Dragon. Can I actually ask Neo Dragon to drop their like art Twitter maybe, because I wanna check them out.
Yes, definitely go ahead and drop that in chat.
Show us your gallery, my friend. I'm still in streamer mode. God damn it. That stream was way too long.
So are we cutting through this or?
Cool. When you were up there, did you see? Where do these vines go? Do they connect to anything else that's flammable? I'd
Out
rather not set the entire city on fire.
What's left of it?
out of character. Like, what did I kind of see on the other side with this vines? Did the vines just end at the wall, or?
The vines are basically blocking the way to what is left of a city street.
No, it seems to be just the vines. Thankfully, everything's kind of empty. I saw something in the distance, out of character, straight over. I did see a feature around this area, but Kua, it was sort of in the corner of Kua's eye. So I saw something, but nah, no life around here. It's really just the vines. And he's gonna fly into the air so that when Reuven lights it on fire, he isn't at risk. So yeah, I'm on the plan for
Hey,
practicing a
Red,
bit of gardening by fire.
a question, if I may.
Can it wait until after we burn the vines?
All right,
Sure.
Reuven,
Burn the
you ready to
vines.
go?
The vines are dead anyway. I don't think it matters.
I've been ready. I'm just waiting to see like if it was okay for me to burn it.
All right, use any fire attack you have.
I should not stand near the fire area, probably.
Probably not.
Wait. Get rid of targeting mode.
You use aim hacking?
All right, so
Oh.
the vines quickly erupt into flames, but quickly die out as there's very little else in the area that can carry a flame.
Right.
So, Red, about that question as we walk over.
Which question now?
Doesn't this place seem maybe a little bit familiar to you?
Only in the sense that. Yeah, phrase it. Only in the sense that I was told about it.
You were told about it? No, that doesn't seem correct. Are you sure you have never been here before?
I think so.
Sapphire will squint hard at Red. Fine, but I'm not done with it yet.
That was weird.
Are you okay, Sapphire?
Never mind. What's this here? I'll roll perception, I guess.
Reuven's got the answer if he wants to tell everyone else.
See,
Ah.
There's a gate to the left. There's a gate to the left side. Something right here is something right here is some of the last one. It's like a utility pole.
More of these poles, huh?
And it
It's
looks
a gate
like
that it's the wiring leads over here.
Yeah. Why?
So, I'll go ahead and say this right now. Donovan, since you know Thunder Punch, you technically have the ability Sparker, which means you are able to create an electrical charge if you use Thunder Punch on an object.
Yeah, I was pretty. I pretty much put 2 and 2 together there, buddy.
And we have not used a lot of that stuff, and
This is true.
yeah.
That makes sense why you went ahead and said like it. Saying now, I do appreciate how this entire area so far has been
Puzzle.
less fighting, more. Let's be tactical about this.
Use Brain Yacht.
All right. So Donovan's Thunder Punch against the pole creates an electrical discharge that temporarily powers up the gate mechanism, and surprise, surprise, the gate opens.
Okay.
Whoa.
So what are the red and green things?
These
honestly
appear to
won-
be switches that can be activated simply by pushing them.
Well,
And the gate over here is a very bright green with spots of rust because it's been not very well maintained.
Question: will some of like Casia's like landmarks be appearing by now?
Like the walls can be seen off this way, or what's left of them.
Yeah.
And there's a river running around the perimeter of the city. However, the bell tower cannot be seen. Likely
Sapphire
because it
run-
got completely flattened.
Sapphire will run her paws across the walls.
Kua
green gate.
looks at the switch and is gonna slowly reach over and
Hold on, Kua.
switch it. That and he'll stop. That's why he was going slowly.
Let's try the green ones only.
Bad news. I need to use the restroom. Sorry.
Go right ahead.
Go right ahead. But no, let's try this. The gate right here is green. Let's try the green. Let's try sticking with the green switches only for now. I don't know if all 5 of these need to be pressed.
Out of character, are they green because they're growing green, or are they green because they are painted green?
They're painted green.
Oh, I had a different impression then. Yeah, he's gonna back away from the switch.
Okay, just let me know which of the switches you want to press, and then I'll go ahead and change them accordingly.
So you think we should just do green?
Yes.
All right, Kua's gonna go with Ruben's plan to just do the green ones.
Okay, so Kua presses this switch, and let's see. Let me first make sure that these switches get changed properly.
Huh?
Come on, work with me here.
Right.
And the switch that Kua pressed flipped over to red. However, the switches on either side both flipped to green.
Yeah, I think this is the change them all kind puzzle. Ku is going to. Oh, just need to think for a moment.
You and I both. Okay. So I think I have an answer. I have an answer, Kua.
What?
Let's wait.
I was
Hold
thinking
on,
maybe this one next.
I had an idea, then I realized that was not the best of ideas. So if we were to, I say we press the third one. That way, it'll turn off. The second one turns off,
Oh,
and the fourth one turns on.
yeah, Ku's going to hit the middle one.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
care. If this works the way I think it does, I see the solution. Yeah, I don't care.
Like, I think it's 3, 2,
And then
5.
no, it's just 3 and 2.
Well, hold on. If we hit the middle one, and then the second from the left, they all
Oh.
should be green.
Right. 3, 2. My bad. I overthought it.
All right, so you're hitting this one and then this one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this one shifts.
The fourth should shift to green. The second and third shifts to. You know, I just realized I probably should have rolled general education for this.
You didn't have to.
It's, puzzles are always like kind of a weird in between. But, like, how meta do you need to get? I was like, well, I know the answer, but my character's a fucking idiot.
Fair.
Actually, wait a second.
Wait.
Hang on a second. I'm having trouble here.
This one should be green.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. You hit this one. You hit this central switch.
Yep.
So they flipped it. It flipped this one back to red, and then it flipped this one as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it would.
The central one was green, and so it would go to red.
And it flips the two on either side.
Yeah.
So it flipped this one back to red.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
If it flipped this one back to red, and this one was red, so it should have gone to green.
So stage 1 plus.
All right.
Who's on
1,
first?
Let me pull up
2,
my notes here.
3, 4,
Where the hell
5. It was 1. It was red, green, red, green, red. We pushed 4. And then it went to then it went to red, green, green, red, green. And then I said push 3, which should give us
Red, 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 green.
Sorry,
red, 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 green,
I missed?
green. So all the 3 on the left should be red, and the 2 on the right should be green.
Wait,
So
are
you
these
pushed-
statues?
So you pushed switch 4, so red, green, red. And then you push the central switch, so that makes it green, red, red.
1,
Okay.
0, 1, 0, 1. Press 4, toggles 3 and 5.
Plus it's all-
100.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, I've got myself straightened out here. My apologies, folks. That's what I get for not being organized.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have it in active low. For fuck's sake. I'm sorry. I looked at what the already posted, and I'm like, wait, that's bad. Wait, no, I'm just dumb.
Super Mario RPG logic.
I just used ones and zeros because
No, it made sense. I just didn't realize the first line you said want all zeros, and I'm like, oh wait, it's active low.
Man, I missed this puzzle. God damn it.
Don't worry, there's one that I
More where
think you
came
might
from.
enjoy, Scott.
Hell yeah, okay. Oh shit, do I have to draw a commission?
I'm not that mean. So, Kua, which switch do you want to press now?
The one I'm right
Two.
in front of. 2.
Okay. So, these switches, if I can highlight them, because I'm not on the correct layer. All flip over to green. And
And that
opens the way forward.
Chink.
all right then.
Ah.
Good thinking, Reuven.
Thank you. Now, what's next for this city to throw at us? I shouldn't ask that too loud.
I wonder why all these puzzles are still active with the cities in ruins.
Puzzles have a much longer longevity than that's.
Oh no, are we about to get Norded?
Please don't tell me that's a cemetery.
Let me finish highlighting these guys.
Oh.
Uh.
No.
Okay, so barring the way are 6 statues with names inscribed upon them,
Okay.
and over here,
Are they all that Pokemon?
yes, they are all Bisharp. And
oh no.
there is your puzzle that you have to solve. I'll let you think on this and figure out which ones you are going to attack and which ones you're going to leave, and we'll see if that opens the way.
Hey, Meg,
Let
wait,
me-
Which, do we attack knaves and leave knights?
What?
Strike the knaves in
Do we-
unison. So, wait, does strike the knaves in unison appear in the puzzle?
Let's see.
It's
There-
basically the way
yes.
of choosing your which ones you think are the knaves and which ones are the knights. So
But we have to strike them like basically together at the same time, correct?
correct.
All right.
Let me.
All right,
go ahead and just
I'm
read
going to step
this.
away from the
All right.
computer, and I'll
Yeah.
let you guys think of this over.
All right.
All right,
Let's see.
I've
there are
seen quite-
6
I-
bish.
One
Can I
moment
read it?
before we continue. I have a very good idea here. So,
Oh.
it says here that we have to strike the knaves in unison. Well,
Yeah.
by logic, there's 5 of us. That means that at least 5 of them have to be knaves, and only one is a king.
I mean,
Is
I
this
was trying to
Hold
read
on,
the thing
hold
out
on.
loud.
Or
That-
the knight, sorry.
That I don't think that's it. If 5 of them were knaves, that means that okay, there's 1, 2, 3.
only one of them.
There's 6 of them, which would mean that only one of them is a knight.
Which
Exactly.
means
Mean
these
that
would be
Zeus
fine.
is telling the truth, and Wessex is telling the truth.
Because no more
and
than
that-
3 of them are knights. So that would technically be a truth. There's no way that there'd be.
That's a contradiction. So we can't have 5 knights. But if we had 4 knights, Yelton and Wessex would both be telling the truth, and all the others would be telling lies, with, as far as I can tell, no logical contradictions.
I meant that there's like at least 5 knaves. No 6 knaves. There's at least 1 knight here.
He
I
was actually.
think there's 2 knights. And
Well,
4
this-
knaves.
This is assuming not listening to any of the statements that they have and only knowing the bottom information. Therefore,
It's impossible for there to be 5 knights.
No, if
So
they're
you can count Xavier out.
Wait a minute. It is possible to be 5 knights.
How?
What is,
I-
what?
If
How?
Xavier is saying that there's 5 knights, then that means that the rest of them are lying.
Yeah.
Which they can't do if they're knights.
Valerian's being telling the truth. If
I-
Xavier's right.
Valerian would be the only one that would be telling the truth if Xavier's right.
Also, I'm going to make an assumption here. I'm assuming that Xavier and Yelton have to be exactly correct because Valerian and Wessex have different like verbiage. Again,
Yeah.
it's meta,
Yeah.
but
I-
because they say at least and no more.
Yeah, at least in no more.
Versus
I think it's
5 and 2.
like, I'm
If
pretty sure
you-
it's Yelton and Wessex
I'd be
that
on
are the
board with that,
knights.
because if Ulysses said that then no more knights, then that would mean that we'd have to strike them all, but that's impossible because then that would be a truth. Only one of us can be a knight. Would mean that he's the only one telling the truth, but then Wessex would be right. Yelton and Wessex makes sense. Xavier,
Is full of shit.
is full of shit because of Zeus and Ulysses, which means that Wessex and Yelton.
Are telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fun puzzle.
Hello, Arts Cafe. We're solving a puzzle while our GM walked off for a bit.
I forgot to link in this.
I'm back now.
Hey.
All right.
So,
I think we
according
settled on an answer.
Yeah, basically Xavier's full of shit to start with.
Okay.
So I'm punishing Xavier for being full. Aww.
You got Valerian.
I guess that's true. Well,
You want Xavier? I'll give you Xavier.
I hate Xavier. Let's get him.
And then there's
Alright.
Ulysses.
Are you guys ready to go?
Let's review again. I think this is correct, right?
If
Yeah.
none
If
of them are knights,
Wessex-
then Ulysses would have been telling the truth, which is impossible. If Zeus is telling the truth,
Exactly.
then that means that Wessex would also be lying, which would be impossible.
Well, Wessex would also be telling the truth, thus proving Zeus wrong.
Yeah. So then Xavier can't, because that would mean that either Zeus or Ulysses has to be correct. So yeah, it has to be Yelton and Wessex.
All
Which
right.
means it's less than 3 people, so Valerian is also out too.
All right. So, you guys ready to make your strike?
And strike.
So, the 4 statues that were struck crumble into dust, while the other 2 start glowing brightly before they shatter into small particulates of light. And the way open is now shown.
I believe that was correct then.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poor sculptist. I wonder what they think their work being used this way.
I think, given that was, I don't think that wasn't. They made it to be like that.
They
I
must
think
not
they
have been
were
very hard. If you can tell me that Bat Boy over there was actually capable of taking down a statue, please.
They were made to be broken. That's
That a
Water.
pool of water in there?
Is that
Hey,
one?
look! It's time
Hold
for
on.
your bath, Reuben. Let's go. Let's go.
Hold on. No, stop. I want to roll occult.
Can we
May I?
confirm, can we confirm if it is or is not water first?
Yes, it is water, and
Okay.
that much is
May
very
may
clear.
I may I roll occult?
You may. Okay. You know that the water, both in and around Casia, is at least connected in some way to the legendary type change water.
Sapphire is like standing paralyzed there.
What?
Sapphire?
It's just a freaking pool of water.
Get out of my way. She jumps in.
Sapphire, what are you doing?
As Sapphire jumps into the water, she it's immediately apparent that the water is actually much deeper than it looks. And as Sapphire sinks to the bottom, she comes in contact with what looks like a piece of metal, but as soon as she makes contact, the piece of metal begins glowing along with the rest of Sapphire's body.
All
What
right.
just
If she
happened?
doesn't come up, if she doesn't come up for air for like the next 2 minutes,
Did I prepare the thing?
I call all of this
Sapphire?
stuff.
I don't think she needs to come up for air.
There it is.
He needs to come up for air. They're a water type. Wait.
I don't see anything anymore, by the way.
Here, let
You
me
have to
fix
give
that
me
for you.
you have to give me eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes emoji.
There you go.
I'm going to post the full thing here actually as well. May I post the full thing?
Go right ahead.
Where are we dropping?
Well, boys, Sapphire's evolved.
Well,
Oh,
Da 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 da.
Sapphire will emerge, but the previous known like flotation device is now much more like wobbly than usual and sparkly for some reason. As a matter of fact, it doesn't seem like it's a flotation device anymore.
Oh my god. That
Sapphire?
floats 8 Sapphire.
I posted in players only
why not in creations?
because players only right now.
Oh,
oh.
Oh, I see where this is going.
I'll post it
You-
in Twitch as well, I think. If
you
that's
describe
okay.
that as fiery?
Not quite. It's very sparkly.
Strator, do I post it in?
Yes, go ahead.
Uh,
Post it in Twitch.
I would describe it as miraculous.
I would describe it as fabulous.
As
Yeah.
fabulous.
Ah, 6 out of 10.
I know Scott got the pun.
How
out
dare.
of character, what would I roll to be able to tell, like, what seems different about this book?
I
Poke
would
roll.
Yeah,
Poke education.
that or making sure that this is actually Sapphire and she didn't get
Well, the markings are definitely sapphire, the green markings.
fair.
So Kua is smooth brain, and Reuven deduces that this new Floatzel's typing has to be fairy type. Let's
Does
first
he
actually
say that?
make sure that Reuven's a part of the group here.
No, Reuben can see just fine where he was. He was staying away from the water.
Sapphire?
Sapphire slowly
What
emerges.
happened to you?
I'm dizzy. One moment.
Your type changed. Your type changed.
He did?
He also-
What type
Sa-
is he?
Type?
You're
Sapphire
not
will
a.
look at herself now.
That's. You,
I did it. I finally did it.
what did you do?
Sapphire? What did you do?
Long ago in Casia, Team Wayfinder found, well, many different sources of water, and I've been reading it for years. There's a reason why I became an adventurer after all. Not only because the old Team Wayfinder knew exactly how to, like, solve problems that Pokemon had and save others, but they also came in contact with type change water. The water that can just change your type completely, and, of course, sometimes make you evolve. Records say that there was a very, very young Charmander once who fell into the water. Supposedly he had died, but instead he emerged as a rock Charmander. This same water, this is the same thing that happened to all those people you've met that have different types. Apollo is a water Lucario. That's not normal.
I mean, yeah, but
You're one of the type change fanatics?
I'm not a fanatic. I've always wanted, you know.
You keep that up, Kua. You're taking a dip next.
What? But
Well,
why?
Sapphire looks at the water.
I like being a dragon.
I think it would be possible to change your types too. Maybe.
I'll
It's definitely worth
pass.
testing.
Hard
However,
pass.
if you all want to go ahead and gather around the pool that Sapphire just fell into.
I'm grabbing you.
I like how it's like Sanzi's like, I remember that session PTSD flashbacks.
So, a look into the pool would reveal that the shard of metal, or whatever it must have belonged to it at some point, appears to have lost its glow, and now just appears like a random piece of junk sitting at the bottom of the pool.
What?
My.
Is that down there?
If I were to guess, I guess it would be the source of Casia's power, but there must be other fragments like that around, I guess.
You're still probably the best swimmer. Maybe we could bring those fragments back and someone in the town could study them?
With all that fur, you're not the best swimmer anymore.
Well,
Can't say that.
Sapphire like look even more and then realize something different as well has changed.
Sapphire, your voice kind of went a tad pitch higher.
Oh yes. Like walking towards Ruben. Ruben, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Our curse training is now over. I finally got what I desired. I'm finally me. Out of my way.
Finally,
This-
she? Who's gonna
She.
ask?
Oh, hi Kua. How you do?
I'm confused by all this.
out of the way,
Uh,
confusion boy.
Happy for you? You seem happy for what happened, so. Oh,
I
Now
get to be
go on.
myself finally.
What
and I
the
don't-
I'll
hell?
have to
And
ask
I
you
d-
some questions about the type change water, though.
Sure. But I'm just glad that I won't get criticized for being myself anymore. Stares at
No.
Red.
You look good.
Thank you
What
very
the-
much.
What the hell am I looking at?
So down here is a ravine.
What do you mean? Oh,
that separates the area of Casia that you're in from the primary city, which, again, it can't really be seen too well from where you guys are. Let me.
This is horrible.
place looks like
Wait. So this is what the attack looked like from up close.
We're not even
I've-
in the city proper.
Looks. Sapphire. She looks at the horizon. I don't see any signs of the bell tower.
There isn't anything here.
I don't see
No, but-
any sign of anything
The
but
bell tower was the symbol of Cassia in this whole region. It's
If
the reason
it
why
turns-
everyone gathered here.
If
And
Eternatus
it's
is
gone.
attacked, it's probably going to be the first thing that got knocked down, being the tallest building.
While true, it was also said that some of the most powerful Pokemon protected that area. As a matter of fact, there was one.
Yes, and one of the most powerful Pokemon destroyed the area.
Well, Red, you would remember, right?
all right, Reuven, stop and roll perception. So these two buildings that you're around right now are standing for right now, but they look very unstable, and any sort of disturbance that they have could potentially cause a very massive collapse that would bring down enough debris to kill anyone around it.
Can I
Good.
upload to education to know what these buildings used to be like?
to
Or what they were?
They're too damaged to really,
Far too damaged, okay.
yeah.
Hey, let's tread lightly around these.
Hey,
They
Kula's
look
soaring
like they
in the
can
air.
go at any moment.
To think that these were homes that Pokemon used to live in. Cassia was a place of harmony. Well, not at first, but Team Wayfinder changed everything.
Maybe it was some kind of shop. It seems a bit small. It seems a bit small to be a house.
Perhaps it was a shop.
seem to know a whole hell of a lot about them.
It's history.
What's this building over here?
It appears to
Twitter,
be
I have
the
pinged
remains
you.
of like a meeting hall or something like that.
Is there anything left inside?
No. Like,
Do you want a
aside from
chance
like
going in
general refuse. No. So as Artemis looks at this building, something comes to his mind, as if a memory is being recalled. And as he remains in the area, let me see if I can find the music here.
What, you didn't notice using this music before?
It was Breath of the Wild the whole time.
So, at
Remember,
least 130 years ago, Artemis is leaving Casia Town at the time, and is now in this area meeting up with the Wayfinders. As it is in this area that he finally confessed to them that he had been asked by both Absolute and Moria to join the Team Wayfinder in their future travels with the hope of possibly saving and reuniting with his old clan. And just as Artemis is about to snap out of this rush of memories, a new figure appears. Scott, do you want to? Are you ready to voice this new character?
I guess I must as well.
You again?
Greetings, young ones. What brings you to Casia?
Curiosity?
Their curiosity.
Sapphire is just like in trance at who they're seeing. Hold on, I'm like blanking out.
no, you're fine. I was typing something.
You okay, Red?
I may need a nudge. Also, illustrator.
Hang on a second. So,
Artie just kind of. Or wait, are you guys going forward with something, or should I go ahead?
I guess the call has been answered then. I sent a call via dreams, like a while ago, but I think it's all of you. However, I don't know who all of you are.
Do you mean you just sent that out at random? And whoever would just answer it?
My power is waning here. I mean, look around you. This town, this Casia, this used to represent me, but now it's all gone. And as the damages you see, the crevices, the cracks, the canyons, and the debris, that's all part of how I am inside right now. I'm fading. Or at least I think I'm fading. I don't know.
Who are you?
Would they reveal their name? Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Well, I am known as Moria. Sapphire will gasp and then be like,
Moria?
will like sit down. I am Moria,
Name doesn't ring a bell.
guardian of the bell tower of Casia Town, of course. If it
The
was still
Archangel
here.
Moria?
Archangel Moria. That's a name I've not heard. Is that how they reference me now?
That's how it's told in the Legends of Wayfinder. The Archangel Moria is sent to watch over the Wayfinder.
To think it takes only hundreds of years to become legend, when 100 years ago, even far beyond, I was much more known. I was even a normal townsfolk until, of course, I revealed myself to the Wayfinders. She'll stare at one particular Pokemon and then stop staring. As you can see, Casia's in ruins. And of course, this whole place is gonna come under real soon. I'm glad to find proper rescuers like Team Wayfinder one once. What is your team name by chance? I must know.
Who is going to turn to Reuven?
Come on now, don't be
Hey.
shy.
Come on.
Out of
Don't
character,
be shy
actually.
now.
Out of character. I know what it is. It's on the tip of my tongue. What it was? I believe it's New Horizon.
New Horizon, you say?
Yes.
A way
Oh,
has been
wait.
found now
Thank you.
to a new horizon.
Thank you, Kylo.
I made a correction
Yeah.
there.
Thank you. It was New Dawn.
New Dawn. Ah, sorry. I didn't remember.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I did
Then why didn't you say so?
because I wanted to put you on the spot.
Then just as
Asshole.
Wayfinders found their ways into this town, now you have found your way to a new dawn. Hopefully, to bring Casia back from its ashes.
That's
Well-
what your ultimate goal was to attract people in order to bring this place back.
Not only is this place in danger, the places surrounding it will be in danger, and the subsequent places surrounding it. Do you not understand the dangers beyond what's happening here? Your whole region will collapse if nothing is done.
And we
And
go
you-
to a new one.
Everyone you care about, even yourself, will perish.
Donovan is just
Who's-
smiling wide.
Who's going to give a little side eye towards Red before turning back to Moria? Is there. Who else knows about this collapse?
One moment. Ah! My whisper didn't work. Who know? Sorry, can you repeat the question? My
Who
ghost
like,
powers are fading.
Who else would know about this in collapse? Because
I'm sure the new masters sort of know, but they refuse to see the truth. They seek something far beyond what is important. Well, at least a group of rescuers did heed the call that I sent out. You,
Dissolute schools were always very self-centered.
although I'm afraid that nobody can stand up to the new masters, I believe. Even if we do have a team, I'm not hopeful.
Well, isn't your faith well placed?
Well, none. You're all new people. That's why it's hard for me to trust again, especially with what happened in the past. But you, points at Absol, you look like someone I knew. But
I'm well aware. If that facsimile of me you showed us in those dreams is any indication.
I see. Well, you're but a familiar face. Now then, young ones, ask away. I am sure you have a lot of questions for me. After all, I am more than a century old. Moria will smile.
I'm sure Bat Boy has plenty to ask you, given the historian that he tends to be.
There's a song I want to play, I think, that is fitting.
Go ahead and find it.
I
Kua,
wanted
go ahead
to
and ask
be-
your question.
Do we need to pull the bot back in? no.
It should
No.
still be in.
I have powers of Go XLR. I just need to
I-
confirm the music.
Before we get on to
Sorry.
stories of what was, I think we might need more on what's going to be. Oh, that's a bit loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't fix the Go XLR.
Nah.
Turns out that I'm the fraud
It was,
because I put it on mute the phones, not mute the voice chat. Okay, that was the wrong one. You can ask away.
All
I'm
right,
very
so
patient.
more wanted to things seem to be a bit more pressing. I was wondering more about what will be than what has been. With the remaining three of the High Council, who
Remaining
Who should we-
three.
well, one of
Before you
them's
ask your
already dead.
I don't believe that's true. Are you for real?
Oriana, she died before our eyes.
Truthfully. Don't say.
I do say.
Then I guess there is hope. Now I'm far more trusting of all of you. If you took down one of the four, then that means that you are exceptional. Probably as exceptional as Wayfinder was. Go ahead. Ask your questions. I am now far more open than I was.
I was wondering what you could tell us about the remaining three of the High Council. I figured any information we could have would be useful.
Right. So, it's important to give a brief recap. The villages north of the Shadow Tower have gone into open revolt, but they're struggling to make any significant headway. I think that's a great opportunity. Of course, Dissolute. He's been hunting for a rescuer who has changed names too often to be known by any other name other than Rain. That's Reyn, in case that is required.
give me a minute. Let me note some of this down real quick.
I have news about one of the council members, Arlak.
What can you tell us about it?
Arlak has been seen heading to Fort Hellfire. As you know, I do have eyes everywhere in this town, region, and place. Although, my power's quickly fading. Arlak, well... Yes. That's definitely it. He's going towards Fort Hellfire. I hope that information is useful.
Better than
Vastly.
nothing.
It's something.
So we have our next mark, is what you're telling us.
Well,
Assuming
one more thing. The disciples of Eternatus, they've been searching through the land for those that they can turn to their cause and eliminating those who could stand against them when they're alone. I've known that Pokemon have been altered way beyond how I used to alter... I'll admit that part. Not yet. I know of the
You-
drug, but I don't know how it was made. Other than
You
what a doctor
were
told me.
connected to the. Sorry.
The compounds in these serum have to be refined quickly from their natural state, which means that the labs are close to the mining areas. Beyond this, I have no more information.
Take out the mining areas, you take out their resources in order to make the stuff.
And most
You had
likely
a-
draw out the person who wants them.
But
I believe you had a question?
Sorry, who was that last one directed to?
which you?
Towards Kua.
Yeah, he's saying he's gonna say, you were about to say like you used to change them. You wouldn't have to have anything to do with the water. And he gestures back towards the pool that changed. Sapphire.
Allow me a moment. My. It seems that. Oh, this is a little bit silly. The water that your friend has come into contact with was some of the last type change water in existence. I don't even know where the rest of it is at this point. If there are more ponds, I would not be surprised, but it would be much more obvious that there's no more ponds at all. You've had the final type change water, I believe. Sapphire will be like gasping, kind of like, oh god. You mean I got the last one? You must feel lucky, don't you? Well, you remind me of someone that used to lead a quaint old town that is not as old as Casia town. And I think the water kind of want to replicate that. I wonder. Well, you have your answer about the type change water. Anything else, young ones?
I'm sorry, my thoughts are a mess right now. Just this. I wasn't prepared for this.
What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a ghost type before? She'll float towards you, Ruben.
I wasn't expecting. I mean, I've seen plenty of ghost types. I just wasn't expecting you. If that makes sense. But you mentioned one, but do you know of any others that are hiding from the new masters?
Unfortunately not. I only know that Rain has been changing their name and moving away. That's about as much as I know.
Very well then.
Oh,
If you want more information about certain people, I'm afraid you may need to give a few specifics. I have seen countless people for 100 years, and you must understand, my memory is filled up really quick.
Let me think.
I think I have one about the big disaster, the Eternatus attack. I'm still confused about how that happened and whether we might still be at risk, because it all seemed so sudden.
Well, the Eternatus attack. You must imagine that when the town was attacked, I was also attacked with it. The pain still burns inside of me till this day, as if it was the first day. I am very weak. I've been in pain. Not only
We don't
for
know.
the Eternatus attack, but for many other reasons too.
I do have
We
another.
don't know
Oh, sorry.
how it happened.
Yeah. The zealots are moving, even now, to try to reforge the Crimson chain that brings Eternatus back. So as you can see, that painful attack will come again. If not stopped, of course.
Out of character, I missed that bit about burning chain.
Crimson.
Crimson chain.
Crimson chain.
Well,
I do have another question.
yes. The Nine Tails.
I have an old friend. I'm not sure you will know this, but I have an old friend. He went by the name of Jericho.
I believe.
He and I got separated due to the new masters.
Which Pokemon do they inhabit?
One more time?
What Pokemon do they inhabit? Their soul, that is.
Oh. They were in Alolan picks. We
Hmm.
kind of made jokes every now and then saying we were counterparts of one another.
Ah. Well, I assure you that he's alive and doing his best to stay that way.
That's a relief. Any idea where would you know where he is?
Maybe. Well, I believe they've been sent somewhere. Let me remind myself what this place is. Aberlov.
Out of character, can you spell that?
Aberlov. Backwards spells Volreba. Sorry.
Sorry. Gonna do a quick check. Aberlov. Alright. Alright. Thank you.
I am very certain many of you have many more questions aside from, of course, the Floatzel there. They researched this place unendingly. And they got what they desired at this point. I don't think they have any questions.
It shows.
Out of character, I'm not gonna RP with myself.
No one is asking you to.
Yeah, I know. Just letting you know.
So, yeah, seeing this conversation, Ku's actually going to step forward. So, you know people to a more specific degree like that. I made the assumption that it was more well-known people you would have data on.
Do you have maybe a description?
Letta, a chatot, very tight. I want to know the Mon who killed her. I want to know where they put her. Where
Well,
they buried her.
The most serious that I've ever heard, you bad boy.
Well, you're in luck. They've escaped their fate in Aberlov. They've not found their way to safety yet. They will survive for now, but just stay vigilant.
Out of character, I'm just gonna roll a general. Okay, so, hey, Strider,
Yes.
just can you give me some information about Aberlob, just so.
Same.
Yeah, that way I don't know either, which is perfect.
Yeah. So hang on a second. Let me get that to you.
Okay,
Yeah, for both me and Kua, please.
What's the friend's name?
The friend?
Let
she.
she's
lived?
the
The Chatot.
yeah.
They put a.
Their soul is strong. I can sense it, and their connection
Should
with
we-
you is much greater.
They showed me the feathers they ripped from her.
Well, I have a lesson in regards to that, since I've partaken myself in such deceptions towards the older Casia town folk. Seeing is not believing, for I am here before you all now. Take heed. Sometimes your intuition is much more valuable than your own eyes.
Oh, thank you.
What was that Kua's friend's name?
Letta.
Letta. Oh, 1A. Or 1T.
Oh, 1T. I don't know if the music is loud enough, actually.
We can hear
No.
it.
It's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Talking with Aqua and fucking
there.
the fucking World of Darkness, it's fine.
My. You've been practicing your curses, young one.
Hmm?
How's that going?
Slowly but surely improving. I didn't want to just have this be an out of control thing. So, to my friend's detriment, I've been practicing. And, well, I'm getting better. Just, I'm not good enough to be. I'm not good enough to be proud of it just yet.
That is okay. I'm very pleased to hear that Cassie's powers have not just gone to Absolkind, but also to Ninetales and other Pokemons of the sort. I will not touch your
Agreed.
tails, of course. I am aware of the terrible powers that come from that.
Please
And
don't. I'm working on making sure that it doesn't affect other people, and I'd rather.
You'd be lucky if you lived elsewhere. In other places of the world, of course. The Ninetales tales are not as bad in regards to curses. Casia empowers all types of mystic magic and arts. Of course. You are no exception.
Makes sense.
Come on now.
Hmm?
I'm 100 years old and that with a wealth of knowledge. Ask away.
Would you? I suppose I should ask this, but would you happen to know anyone who may be something of an expert in dealing with this kind of stuff? Like, I want to make sure that I don't
They quickly
scare.
shake their head. I am
Aye.
not an expert when it comes to Ninetale curses.
I see.
And neither have I seen anyone else aside from. I sense you have connections with other Ninetales already. That's
Of
your
course.
best goal.
Well, I guess I wait till the third moon then.
There's two quiet people here.
Hmm?
You have the so-called Archangel of Cassia here, and you haven't asked anything. Time is limited. We may not even see each other again, if at all. I may perish.
I'm not here for a history lesson. But Red can ask whatever question he wants.
I'm not giving history lessons. History is in the past. I'm giving you facts of the world now. Take it or leave it.
I appreciate what you've given us so far, ma'am.
Red?
Hmm.
What do you know about Desolate? I know his goals, I know his... but why the hell... Why would he... He knows what... He knows what Zorialon wants. He knows what those Zealots want. Why work with them? Why let all of this happen?
This is where I like tug on Straightura's like GM cape for
Hang on a
help.
second.
Tiny Bab.
Sapphire will approach. I'll ask just in case there's hope, but I know that the facts are different. My family, right? My whole family, are they? Moira will respond. They're all gone. As you know, the new masters nearly wiped out all of you. In the fear that another Resolute may rise. I thought so. Okay, I can answer Red now. Well, Absol, She'll like sneer, like looking at something, but shaking her head. Zorelan believes he is able to use Desolute, and Desolute seeks to use Zorelan's abilities to his gain. They will soon cease to be useful for each other, and as it is with Chaos, consume and destroy each other in their goals that lead to nothing. What a shame.
They'll end each other.
Hopefully, before they try to end us.
Does
Well, let's.
Would Straight or would Moria know about their plans already to like get their practicing and stuff?
She would be aware of them, but not in any particular detail.
Okay. I'm aware that the new masters are practicing a method to defeat you all. As for the details of how this is done, I have no idea.
but if they turn on each other, which we only have to beat the one that wins.
You realize why this is a problem, though, don't you, Bat Boy? Whoever is the survivor is the one that controls the narrative. They could get a lot more dangerous.
And the survivor can bring upon destruction upon everyone.
Oh,
They'll hold the power that I once held, even greater at that. I was not able to destroy this place myself, but they will be able to.
You must
Who knows what
understand.
else?
then does that
You
mean we
must
need to take them both down at the same time? Because if we only take down one, then there's one left, and we're at the same problem if they take down each other.
Moira looks down and says nothing. What was Donovan gonna say? I need to post this thing. Donovan was saying something about like they got like cut.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, Scott, do you mind if I actually use Sapphire to pose? Actually, no. Never mind. I won't
You-
force this one in.
You can do it. I'm fine.
And it feels kind of ham-fisted if I try and do it, but
You have permission to use my like character, I think.
okay.
It's fine.
So Sapphire would step forward. Moria, right?
Absolutely.
When we first met our mentor, we described you to him, and he seemed scared almost.
I believe I know who you're talking about.
Did something happen between the two of you?
Could you say his name just in case it is what I fear?
Apollo.
Thought so. Well, I know of him.
Did something happen between the two of you?
No. We fought over a misunderstanding. That's it. No more will be said.
Well,
I refuse to respond any further on this incident.
it couldn't have been that bad. I mean, you're still both alive, aren't you?
Describe alive. I've not been alive for over 100 years.
He is. I mean, it couldn't have been that bad, could it? I mean, isn't there something you can tell us about what happened between the two of you?
Some things are better not said at all.
I see. Well,
You can't convince me otherwise.
hang on a second.
There's obviously some like things going on that she doesn't want to disclose.
Let me see if I can find the proper rule here. I know I'm making a.
I know which
oh,
one. I know which one it is. If you want to like roll it with Sapphire at least.
Yeah.
Wow, that you passed perfectly. It looks like I'm the GM today. Oh, how can I resist? You remind me of Resolute. I can't hide it from you. But
You knew
I don't want to
Resolute?
tell you. Yes. They're family after all.
That is cool.
About Apollo. Yes. I guess you sort of get to be a part of the family. She shrugs. She's just not sure. I don't know. There were many floatals and weasels. Now there are very few. Anyways, about Apollo. I still refuse to tell you about it. But ask about the scar on his chest. That's all I'll say.
All right. Thank you. Saffron will then step back. Last call on questions.
Yeah, if you guys don't ask like important questions, they'll be probably gone forever.
Or gone for at least a while.
For a while, like there's a lot of answer to still.
If I didn't
To be,
Trying to think of what to ask.
yeah.
if I didn't know any better, it sounds like you're a lot more familiar with a lot of the Pokemon from that old exploring guild. Humbletown, was it?
There was Humbletown, there was Casia Town, there was Harmony Town, there was the port, the Merchant Town, even a very remote town where, well, it used to be a town run by cultists, but they changed over after Team Wayfinder did everything to change it all. That was the undisclosed thing you didn't do, by the way.
Oh, we didn't get to in the
Exactly.
Wait, you're not talking about the Weasel Town?
No. The
Out
Weasel
of
Town
Taz, out of
was...
character.
Oh, no. There was no Weasel Town.
It
Yeah.
was a later town. we
In
did
the old sessions, like the fourth like thing, which is I believe the
Malva
Temple of
Insanity?
no like we had Insanity was the last one I believe, but the third one, the one they were going to, was it involved
Projection.
the final boss being the Charmander that already blew the hell up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Essentially, the boss fight was like his arms and legs were detached from his body, and his head was like still like. He evolved technically in death and became a ghost Charmeleon.
Fun
you
for the
defeated
whole
them.
family.
Yes.
I'm now
And-
imagining a Charmeleon, but like Haunter.
Yeah. But Team Wayfinder convinced the Charmeleon that like it was okay to just like let go of life somehow.
Nah. I came up
And-
with a dumb question.
Moria like flies super quickly near Donovan, stares at him right in the eye.
Don't do that, as creepy.
Some risks are not worth taking, no matter how alluring the prize may appear. Mister.
Fine, jeez.
If you want to ask your question, you may be free to do so, but with it comes danger. And I've sensed all of your desires already.
Oh, you have.
I am Moria. I can sense the hearts of Pokemon. And, Pokemon alike.
Fair enough. Whatever. But in any case, we've run into a lot of people that used to know this place. Apollo, Eden. Are there any others that were a part of that?
Eden was charming. They'd like to invent. That's about as much as I know about them.
That we haven't met yet?
None that you will meet. There's some out there, of course, in the very outskirts of Casia. You'll never meet them. They're too far.
I guess we don't have to worry about setting up additional beds and houses then.
I
Hold on.
only know of Apollo, Shin, Eaton, and Rain. And Rain I already talked about. You haven't met him yet, I believe.
Hold on. There is one, but I remember mentioning it getting mentioned.
Actually, hold on. I got that wrong. Moria never met Rain. It was Monroe,
Sorry, Monroe.
and
Nice.
that was Dark Priama Monroe.
Nay. Never mind. I was about to ask about Monroe.
Monroe, he's edgy. As edgy as someone I used to know before they showed me the true heart. She shakes her head, but that's the time way past us. They're gone forever.
Avi. That was the only thing I had to ask in case there were anybody else that we had to go out and find from Apollo's past.
Sorry, I like to point out that it's kind of sad that Mako had one question that was not answered because Mario said no. But
I
yeah,
was really curious what the question was going to be.
I guess we'll see later.
All right. So, last call and questions from Team New Dawn.
Before I ask the question, I just want to do a knowledge roll to see what my character would know about Fort Hellfire.
Oh,
This is so to know what my character knows, so that he can ask.
Let's see. Let me put this to you privately.
so
With the bot.
so you're wondering about which
Ah.
location again?
Fort Hellfire.
Fort Fort
Well,
Hellfire. I know what kind of place it is, but
Fort
where
Hellfire.
can we expect to find that?
Well, no one has ever gotten inside that wasn't allowed.
It's hidden away in the Indigo Mountains. It's where Arlak likes to exert his influence.
That is where he was heading, after all.
Another batch of no, that's Aberlov. Slaves are Aberlov. Right.
I see.
Should I point out the obvious Wayfinder thing?
Yes. Go for it.
Even if Team Wayfinder is gone, you at least have someone who looks rather similar from the team.
That's not the first time I've heard this. It's getting stranger and stranger the more I think.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Red.
And there
More
may be another one still alive out there, but I'm not too sure.
I'll be honest with you, Red. The more I hear of this, the more I'm starting to think that's who you were.
Can I just have Sapphire ask the obvious?
Go ahead.
I just can't take it anymore. You, Red, you piece of shit. Listen to me here.
What?
Wow.
You don't remember any of this? Look around you.
Look, all I remember is the only strange things I remember are an Absol that looks just like me getting captured as I ran away, and meeting her. He's gonna gesture to Moria. Meeting her and talking with her and some weird human.
What's a human? What are you talking about? I don't understand. And then Moira will interject. Let him be. Let him be. I guess you know about the humans now, at this point. Well, Well, let's get the first obvious thing out of the way. Like it's obvious, like everyone like knows it. It's better to just point it out. Like the first thing, right, Stratora? The last first thing.
Yes.
You, Absol. You look exactly like him. You even have a few of his mannerisms. But she looks over. But no. I don't. Long gone by now. Sapphire just like eye wide, just like okay, like looking back and forth.
Why did I know your name?
That's exactly what I don't get. How do you know my name? Who are you? But I know who you are. This is too confusing. Would it be like okay to make like Moria start like flop down to the ground, like losing her powers almost at the shock?
Momentarily, yes.
Yeah. Moria. I'm fine. This just happens now and then. As I told you, I'm fading.
All right. Last call on any questions from Moria?
Especially if something that came up that nobody asked anything about.
Hold on.
Who is muttering in his bed? Human.
The humans.
Yes.
All right. The humans. Where do I begin with the humans? It's too much information. But I can get the little gist of it I prefer. Let me just load up some good music. Because why not? Very long ago, well, longer than me. Well, let's start with the start. Casia Town. Let's start with Casia Town. This is too much. In Casia, there used to be humans. They are not Pokemon. They are another type of species entirely. But of course, they didn't arrive here as their true forms. They arrived here as Pokemon. Because in this region, the possibility of humans is impossible. Therefore, they turn into Pokemon.
That can't be right.
It is right. Very long ago, and this is information that I've gathered very long time ago, there was a sort of disturbance between some legendary Pokemon. Let's just say that this portion of the planet doesn't belong here. Does that make sense?
Makes about as much sense as type changing water.
So you're
Yes.
saying that we're in some sort of smaller bubble than the world?
You're on a planet, that is no mistake. It's just that there used to be a group of scientist humans that were able to break that threshold, and they opened the gate. Mostly because I asked my son to do it for me, since he had contact with the humans. They brought more humans that needed a place to live, that were in danger here, but Team Neoplasma had other ideas. They were a human team, don't worry about them, they're long gone. But way back ago, a big portion of humans was taken away from their original homeworld as a sort of punishment for interfering or trying to interfere too much. Basically, the gods intervened, and now we're in this mess. and where nothing but Pokemons exist. How do you think these houses were built in the first place? It's human technology that Pokemon just adapted over time. Because Pokemon, in the world that humans lived in, while they still existed, they did not have any type of societies. The society came from the human world entirely. But that's pretty much very ancient history at this point.
Can't be right.
I lived it. I've seen it. It's up to you to take my word for it.
So if we were to go beyond Casia somehow, we would be able to see these humans?
This planet is different from the planet that the humans lived in, and because of some probability powers, humans cannot exist in this realm. Absolutely. Unless the probability barrier is broken. Hint, hint at the session I want to make soon.
So that means that we'll never be able to go out see one of these creatures?
Not anymore. Team Wayfinder tore down that barrier after Team Plasma tried too much stuff. Thankfully, they had all they needed to power the bell, break the probability tear, and essentially they got stuck here as Pokemon. As I recall, all of them did, and none of them returned back to their human worlds. But it's fine. These humans needed guidance, they were in terrible positions in life, and they just found a new home. And many of them, for the exception of one of them, were humans, of the Team Wayfinder, of course. Team Wayfinder was not a Pokemon group, they were a human group, except for you, points at the Absol. Well, not you, you're not Artemis. I should stop.
No, that is my name.
No, that is not your name. Do not use his name. Not in my presence.
Well, that seems a bit rude, saying that he's not allowed to use his own name.
It's not his name. I refuse.
And what is it?
I don't know.
No, until we have an answer for that, I think I'm just going to continue calling him.
Do not tempt me. I can tear your heart away. I can break your mind in an inch. In a second. I can make you believe you're someone different. That's my power. And no.
You really
No.
do
Absolute. I'm
away?
sorry. I'm sorry, Absolute. I won't do it again.
That was the name. That was the human.
Moira refuses to respond. Oh,
Okay.
Owen and Vivian were Pokemon too. I just forgot, but let's just imagine that. You know, sorry. Let's just imagine that, like Moira said, that Owen and Vivian were also like humans. Sorry, Pokemon rather. My bad. I completely.
Thanks for the
forgot about
reminder, Yetta.
it. Yeah, thanks. Like, it completely slipped my mind.
Clearly, you've been under a lot of stress. I think we've gotten what we came for. Unless anybody else has questions.
I don't want to make her any more mad.
Thank you.
Your tone of voice suggests otherwise.
I'm doing
That's
it for your
first.
benefit.
So you're not afraid of Moria ripping you a new one. You're afraid of her ripping me a new one. I'm so flattered.
Just looking out for all you.
I'm now imagining Donovan saying that and just like snapping his fingers and doing the finger guns.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
It's like clicking his claws together. So, one more time, last call on interactions with Moria.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun having a conversation with Apollo later.
Yeah.
Look, that's the name Desolute gave me. That's what I was called all my life.
Well, don't use it. At least not in front of me.
A
I
simple
can't
please
relive
goes a
pain
long
like
way.
this.
You this absolute. Red mentioned that he was human, but you said human was an impossibility in this realm?
Once the probability tear was shut off, of course, my human son, Absolute, became a Pokemon as well.
Hmm. Huh?
He was more than happy to be. Trust me.
Out of character.
Huh.
You damn dirty furries.
Damn, this was like very intense.
Oh,
Where did Sap?
looks like we out of character. Looks
Wow.
like we might have another drawing coming.
Well, if you're ready to leave, enter the yellow circle. If you're ready to head to New Treasure Town. With my limited power, I can take you there.
They can walk.
No, miss, we will walk. Don't use your incredible powers on us for our sake. It's like, yeah, we stand in the circle and then they walk off.
And I'm just using that as a way to, out of character, I'm using that as a way to basically make a checklist for who is ready to move on.
Ah, I see. So it's not as cool as I thought it.
Enter the circle.
Okay,
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
all right. So with that, before as everyone gets ready to leave, Moria lets herself just turn invisible, as if fading into the ether, though she is not dead. Well, she is, but not dead for ghosts, if that makes any sense.
Not super dead.
Just dead enough.
I was gonna ask more, but okay.
Oh, you had one more question, Artemis?
No, it's fine.
Okay. You insist. New.
New.
Okay. Where is the old man?
I'll walk. This is the incorrect Sapphire.
Yes, I have not taken the time to change the icon around. So, let's fix that.
Eh,
Well, you're looking pretty nostalgic back there, Red.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Since when has it ever?
I can't move Sapphire.
One second.
More so than it makes less sense than usual.
Ah, well, take it in stride. It's the best we can do anyway.
Hey,
Besides, we have our next target.
hey, Donovan.
Hmm?
Wanna watch me make Emmy explode?
I need some form of entertainment today.
Hold on. Red, a word with you, if possible.
All right. What is it?
I still don't like that you treated me badly back then because I was trying to become myself. Because I desperately wanted to curse myself into changing my gender. Trust me, living the way I did was awful. I still don't appreciate you attacking me. However, I am deeply concerned for one thing. And the thing is, and don't take this the wrong way, why are you here? Not in the sense of like why you're here with us, but why do you exist? How did someone clearly has something going on and they know of you?
Everyone seems to know me better than I know myself. And the more I hear about it, the more it terrifies me.
I don't believe you're Artemis. I'm not gonna say I know you anymore because I clearly don't. You attacked me. But nevertheless, someone out there needs you for something. Why would they bring Artemis, like air quotes, back from the dead? Who would do that? I'm just saying, I think you're being used by someone, but I'm not sure. I don't want to scare you, but I'm just worried. I know too much occult stuff to know that something is going on, but what pisses me off is that I'm not sure what the plan is.
Well, Desolute definitely wanted me to be... how to phrase it? There was definitely a time where Desolute wanted me to be more of a public face for him, more of a poster boy, so to speak. But when I sort of resisted against that, things went south very quickly.
There's a chance they may make another copy of you then, maybe? Have you considered that? Won't you freak out if you see yourself, technically, in the mirror? I mean,
I'm not
these
sure.
guys are...
I'm not sure I believe you.
These guys made a drug. They wiped out my whole family. Of course they can do this sort of stuff if they have you.
I don't understand.
A pretty face can sell snake oil better than a sleazy businessman. You've got a clean record.
Donovan's right.
Why do you think I tried to get away from them?
Why do you think they want you back?
Then at least I think that's your very good quality then. You're independent compared to what they wanted you to be. I still don't like you though. But I like you a bit more. If that makes sense.
Well, that was surprisingly candid of her.
Don't take this the wrong way, but the feeling's kind of mutual.
Keep this up and you two will be looking like an old married couple. I'm turning in.
Sapphire has like a shiver of like, oh god. I don't have disaster sense, but I felt that one.
Okay, out of character. I'll make Emmy explode next session.
All right, so Artemis, are you going to try and do anything with Emmy, or do you want me to move on to Kua and Reuven here?
Go ahead and move on. I can wait till next. It can.
Okay, so Paul is seated in his living room reading a book when both Reuven and Kua come back. Welcome back.
Hey,
How
How's
you doing?
Casia Town? Or Casia City, or what's left of it?
In a word,
eventful.
and enlightening.
Really?
We met an old friend of yours.
Who'd you meet?
You sure you want to know?
I did ask the question. Apollo.
Moria.
Moria.
Apollo had a bit of a double take there, and then closed his book. We're not friends. At least, I don't think we are. We'd
Well,
not
she
be-
certainly thinks otherwise.
That's
More-
surprising, considering the fact of what she tried to do to me.
Yes, and she realizes the fact that it was a misunderstanding, and one that she regrets.
So it's safe to
It's the
assume
first
she
time
did.
I've ever heard of her regretting anything.
She
Well?
kind of. She didn't really go into details. The only thing she would say about it was to ask about the scar on your chest.
And your influence check is successful, Kua. Apollo shakes his head. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it from you now. Reaching back, Apollo undoes his yellow bandana and then lets it fall into his lap. Just above his chest spike is a section of fur that is white, as well as patches that are missing from a very large slash wound just under his collarbone. That woman almost tried to kill me. Well, she tried to. Had her attack gone any lower, she'd have hit my heart and killed me. Had I gone higher, she'd taken my head clean off. Probably the closest I've actually been to dying since, well, the illness, but that was going to be a very slow and painful one.
I see.
The mission was
Fuck.
one I should have insisted on going on sooner, but I took Monroe, Shin, and Eaton with me because Emmy had gone missing. She was interested in really many of the same ways you are, Kua, about finding out more about the Wayfinders. Her search led her to a tomb, and she didn't return from that. I went there to figure out what had happened to her. She had been crushed, or at least a part of her. And the result was that Moria found her, kept her alive, but wouldn't let her leave because she didn't want anyone to realize that the tomb that we had found was Artemis's tomb, and she was watching over that. Reasoning with her was a non-starter. A fight ensued. Shin and Eaton did what they could. Monroe had gotten knocked flat on his ass before we even knew what she was up to. And she got in one super lucky hit with a move that... Well, of course you're not dead, Artemis. You're here. But this is the Artemis from Team Wayfinder. She got in a really lucky hit with a move that caused her to vanish and then appear out of nowhere to strike. Nothing I could do would turn this thing back. You guys can roll Poke Education and see if you can identify what that move might be, but the dice check for that's going to be 15.
I mean, out of character.
Ruben?
I have exactly one whole die.
Well, if you roll a nat 6, Artemis, you might be able to guess that. Okay, yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to identify it. Anywho. She knocks me flat on my ass. And she's about to do Arceus only knows what to me. Her horn was glowing a lot brighter than it was throughout the entirety of the fight. In comes my mentor. Resolute. He talks her down and is able to get us out, and Anak is thankfully tagging along with him and is able to stop him from dying from the bleeding that ensued. I haven't
Sheesh.
ever really been scared of many things. But she frightens me more than anything else I have ever encountered out there. I have seen a lot.
That would explain why she was so adamant not to talk about it.
I suppose I did need to get that off my chest at some point. Paul says, picking up his yellow scarf and tying it back around his head, or back
I
around his
hope
neck.
that was. I hope that wasn't a pun.
Unintentional puns.
Very unintentional. So, you guys finding anything else out there?
We found. Well, we found a odd puddle.
How odd.
Type change.
Sapphire's now
Actually,
a
it's not
fairy.
that odd.
Wait. One at a time. What happened to Sapphire?
She evolved.
She.
Yes, I said she.
And she's now
And
a fairy.
And it wasn't a mistake this time.
A fairy type floatzel.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Paulo,
She cackled like a maniac the moment she jumped out of the water, and essentially told Ruben to go fuck himself with curses, because she got what she wanted.
Pretty much.
well,
It was rude, but it was a little funny. If I'm being honest.
You get to sleep easier tonight.
Paulo drops into a momentary phase of deep thought before shaking his head. Congratulations to her, I guess. This will take a bit of getting used to. It's always been a he, but I guess he is now a she.
It's enough.
All right.
Wasn't
Though there is more, but if I may be willing to let something out, I've known about the type changing water for quite some time. It's just not been for me.
Well, it's not for a lot of people.
Should I be
Paulo,
over there instead of like with Claire?
You can be over here if you want, but you do not have to be.
Thing is, though, a lot of people in my family, a lot of members of my family use that water.
Must be.
It was It's interesting.
Must be a very intricate family gatherings that you have then.
Yep, and one comes around once. We're gonna be having another one at the third moon.
Wait.
Well,
That gathering will happen at some point, though. It's not anytime soon. Just when it happens, I may have to head out for a little while.
all right.
But there is more
Family
questions, though. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Your family has access to the pawns, so that wasn't the last of the pawns like Moria said?
No, there's more. There were more, but it's a dwindling resource. She was right about that part. But there are more.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check in on Sapphire unless you guys have any more questions.
I do. Aberloth. What do you know about it?
I know it's in the Indigo Mountains, subset named after one of the very early explorers of its time, but not much beyond that. You probably have to ask some of the locals around there.
I see.
So,
Most of what I know about it is sounds like there's some kind of mining or labor operation there, and that's where most of the people the new masters captured wind up going.
well, somehow
Fun.
that doesn't surprise me. There are a few dungeons in the
character.
area, though. So, I don't know. You'll have to talk with people who actually live in the area, but maybe there might be a way you can help those people, but be careful about helping those people. New masters have no problem lining people up against the wall to make an example out of them, if you catch my meaning. So, any other questions?
Not at the moment.
All right. Apollo
One I'd
pushes himself out of the chair, but then looks over at Artemis to see if he had anything to say.
It's one I'd rather ask in private. It can wait.
All right, come with me. Apollo motions for Artemis to follow him.
We can head that. We can leave the room. This is not a problem.
It's fine.
Or
I'm about to
don't
head
leave the
outside
room.
anyways. He leads Artemis into the kitchen and pops a squat in the chair here. You had something for me?
A few things, but where to start? Moria clearly hates me, though why I don't entirely understand.
That
But
makes
that's-
two of us.
But that's not what I wanted to ask about. You mentioned another... Your mentor? Resolute?
Yeah?
I have a few... Resolute and Desolute. That's not just a coincidence, is it?
Hang on a second. Let me check Apollo's character sheet here. Let's see. You actually picked up a point of influence. Wow, that last conversation actually put you just over the line for getting enough influence to ask about this. So, your influence check on this succeeds. Apollo nods. He was more than just a mentor to me. He was a really good friend and made me into a much better Mon today than I would have been if I hadn't met him. He was the guild master for us back when we were rescuing in Humbletown. So, did you have anything in particular you wanted to know about him?
Where to begin? Sorry, I'm blanking. I'm blanking at a character for whatever reason. So he was the guild master. How is he able to talk Moria down?
He was related to her. Whether he was the son or the grandson, I'm drawing a blank on that, but he saw Moria as a mother figure and probably has forgotten more about her than most people would ever know. Frankly, I can't imagine what that would be like growing up with living under her thumb, but who knows? Maybe she's just a different person.
As the other big thing I wanted to ask, as for Resolute and Desolute, those the similarity in the names, something tells me that that's not a coincidence. Moria did mention something about family when we brought him up.
That influence check is unfortunately a failure. Apollo shakes his head. I'm probably not the right person to be telling you that. Not right now, anyways. It's a bit of a sore subject for me.
All right. Can't blame me for asking.
You had no way to know, so I'm not going to hold it against you. But it's a sore subject for me, Apollo concedes.
Duly noted.
Any idea what you're going to be doing next with the others?
Upgrading Emmy shop and trying to figure out why the hell I exist.
No. Emmy will be very happy to know that you are investing in her abilities.
She's also probably going to be really happy. She's also probably going to be really happy knowing that we met Moria, and part of me really wants to see her reaction.
Well, I think you know her, how she reacts to that kind of stuff well enough to know what's going to happen. So,
Oh yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to it.
Apollo chuckles and then stands up. I'm going to see how Sapphire's doing. Unless you have any other questions you want to ask me.
No, that was about it.
All right.
God damn, I just tossed a chocolate in my mouth.
Apollo begins heading for the door. Then Apollo can be seen coming down towards the lake, towards where Sapphire, Claire, and Melody are all hanging out.
Oh, but they probably like caught up on their own, right?
Yes.
Hey girls, look, it's Apollo.
So it's
Hello,
true.
Mr. Apollo.
You really did evolve. Apollo
She
commented,
shakes her head.
taking a seat on the grass beside Sapphire.
But before Apollo got there, all the girls were just like, "Hey!"
Yep. Hi, Mr. Apollo. So, what brings you here today?
I wanted to see if the rumors were true that you really had not only evolved, but type changed as well.
Oh, not only that. There's more. Like, she turns around and, like, the back symbol, the oval, is now this one. Like, it's not an oval, though. It's like a heart oval shape. See?
I've only seen that pattern on one person, and I'm not quite sure what to think yet.
Oh, you may not know. One oval means I'm a female, dummy.
Oh, right. I did not study Pokemon physiology nearly enough the way that people like Anak did.
Out of character, you didn't study breezology. Oh, that's fine. But I finally get my dream come true. Not only do I get to be the same type that Resolute was, but I also get to be a girl finally.
That was your dream?
She shakes her head. Well, being fairy type 2 or any other type, I wanted to be like Resolute. He was so strong, and I just wanted a type change to be just like him. Even if I didn't, I was still gonna try to rescue as many people as I could.
Well, congratulations, though. If this is really what you want, then I'm happy for you.
This is what I've ever dreamed of. Everything.
Well, how was your trip out to Casia today?
Oh, it was like seeing it out of the story. I've been reading so much about Casia. And it's sad, too, that everything's destroyed. Must have been a beautiful town.
It wasn't the prettiest place when I was there, but Eternatus really didn't help it at all.
What a makeover change.
Well, anywho. Anything? I thought I'd drop by just to see if you wanted to chat about anything you saw there. I heard you guys ran into Moria.
We did. She's as much more glorious than I imagined her, and what I've read, and that I've dreamed too. As a matter of fact, it did make me wonder though. I initially hated Artemis because I thought he was, you know, a fake Artemis. Like whispering so that like Claire and Melody don't listen, of course. But I don't hate him anymore. He, well, not as much. He did still attack me when I was just trying to be myself. In any case, I think he is Artemis because of what the new masters did. My theory is that they needed him for something, but he ran away. I'm glad he did.
I can only guess at what they were going to need him for, but... Well...
Moira didn't seem to like Artemis very much. I guess the pain of losing him is still pretty high. Heard he died like a while ago.
Well...
The real Artemis, at least.
The Artemis from Team Wayfinder died well before I was born. At least a few years before. As for Moria herself, we have a past. And I'm not exactly looking forward to the possibility of meeting her again.
Well, you don't have to. We can just relay the messages for you, you know?
I think she and I are better off being better strangers with each other. That's just my take, though.
It's okay. People don't get along with anyone. Well, I mean, she's kind of a god, but then again, the Pokemon gods never even pay attention to us anyway. At least Moria pays attention to us at least once in a while. That's good. That's gotta count for something, right?
Apollo pauses as if about to correct Sapphire on something.
Everything okay, Mr. Apollo?
Well, it really depends on how long you spend out in the field doing rescuing. And there is a bit of a factor of luck in that, but you might be able to run into a legendary or two out there.
Ooh. That sounds
Maybe.
exciting. I wonder. Maybe I could run into... Nah, that would be possible. There's no way I would get to meet Mew.
Well, you may not be able to meet Mew, but Mew might be able to meet you.
I'm sorry, Scorbunny. Mew is my first Pokemon. Sorry. I hate that moment. Mewtwo, wait a minute. There's a second Mew?
Well, second... Well, Mewtwo, at least the way I explained it, was a creation of humanity, but I really don't see how one could be created these days.
You know about the humans too, then? Which, that was a surprise to me. I thought they were a myth.
Apollo scratches
they were
the
just
back
a fairy
of his head.
tale.
Well, I suppose I have my own way of knowing about them, but that's a story for another time.
Oh, no worries. Take your time. We have lots of time here in New Treasure Town.
Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and head back home and call it a night.
Nah,
You give me,
Sapphire Sapphire just holds Apollo in her arms. Nah, don't leave yet, Mr. Apollo. You barely got here. Why don't you stay and like talk with us for a little bit?
No sooner does Sapphire do that than Claire scoots herself over, and Melody comes over to try and coil up in the group. I guess I'm not calling it a day early. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
hang
come on,
around
Mr.
here.
Apollo. Hang around with the girls.
Harem intensifies.
Doesn't look like I have much of a choice, but okay.
Well, it's okay. We'll just talk for a little bit. We won't stand here for hours or anything.
All right. So,
How was your day, Mr. Apollo? And they talk mundane things, I guess.
yeah.
But then.
So, Mako, do you have anything that you want to do as far as interaction with anyone in the town?
Nope.
All right. That concludes all of our interactions for the day. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
More JoJo.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks
for
We
joining.
will see you next
More
time.
JoJo.
More JoJo, everyone. Or yes. Yeah.
JoJo.
Yes.